So as I speak right now, I am getting confirmation from Holy Spirit. I don't need to wait for my collective to come and give me this confirmation. It's coming. So there has been a turn of affairs. So the news I heard was that President Biden was pardoning people with marijuana charges and calling on changes in terms of that. And that's wonderful news. But that's why the Lord's like, be on your guard. Because just like the abortion thing, which I got targeted immediately when that took effect, or when there were changes happening in that, I literally am still under protection because of that, spiritual protection, and because of stalking issues and things like that I don't even know the details of. Yeah, that's why we needed the pillars, and that's why the thing happened last night, and I know that. But the enemy likes to attack the spiritual collective, the church, people in general, whenever he's lost ground. And this one's a long-standing thing that the devil's been using. So I got attacked when I went out to bless tattoos and do my teaching and guidance on tattoos. I get attacked if I'm trying to do the love stuff. I get attacked if I'm trying to speak to any collective or group of people that the enemy is keen on using. And
Cat's outside.
Looks like I'm going to be on lockdown a little longer. Yay. Yay me. There's just nothing I can do about that, and at least I'm already home all the time anyway. I'm already not doing much, so I'll just keep working on the diet, the exercise, the homeschooling, and I'll do the channeling and prayers. So that's 5 things I can do to keep busy, but it makes a lot of things hard when this stuff happens. So let me give you a little bit more detail on what the Lord was saying about the church. So he was talking about churches that are doing things like buying up these water bottles, donuts. He's been talking to me about this for a while. Now, this could speak to the church. If he's speaking to the organized church, it's about that. It's about the diet and the influence. The last church I went to, the lady said, "Oh, I got a surprise for you. Oh, I don't usually do the kid thing, but I'm doing it today." And then
She usually does it.
she took my daughter on a candy hunt. It was super weird. But then the Lord did use that to speak to me, and he used it to show me some more areas where I needed to put up protection. And we are getting on a more stricter diet. So, sometimes these are attacks, and sometimes they're things that the Lord uses to open our eyes. So if it's the organized church, he was saying, like, if you went into a church and everybody was sitting around with needles in their arms and passing around shots and drinking beer, you wouldn't go to church there. So this could speak to people who are trying to grow a church or a ministry, choose a church or a ministry. This could be online, offline, whatever. He said pay attention to their habits and their diet and things like that. If those things aren't good, then that's a church that might be under a judgment. And if you're already experiencing stuff in your life and you don't think you can bring value to that church or help or aid them, or that you might be a victim to it for some reason, maybe you have health issues, don't go. Don't let anyone pressure you into going to cult meetings, okay? Because that's equal to the universe as a cult meeting. And then that's a deeper message too, but that was like the surface of it. And then he's speaking to channels. I've heard some of the twin flame channels and some of the readers, and they're still using the tarot, and they're still indulging in a lot of cultic things. And then they say that they're being tormented, haunted by their twin flame union and stuff like that. If you work with Archangel Michael and you commune with the Lord and you eliminate the cult influences, you will not be haunted by your masculine. Doesn't matter what your masculine's doing. They try to act like they're me. And what I mean by that is they try to act like they're out here in the mainstream and doing what I do, and that it's the same as what I do. It's not the same. They don't work with high-profile people. They work on YouTube. Okay? I can't work with high-profile people and do what I do and involve too much of any occult ways. I have to be really, really strict about that. But all twin flames are supposed to adhere to whatever I have to adhere to, at least to the highest degree possible. So if they're still having that kind of bad experience, if you're having a heart merge and you're coming into physical union with your twin, you're going to be haunted by them. But if you've been on the journey and you keep experiencing that, that's because you're trying to heart merge and you have too many doors open because you're playing around in the occult. Yes, you're covered, but you're going to lose those coverings. Okay? And it can happen overnight. It can happen in an hour. It's going to cut people off. And I don't want to see that happen to some of these really wonderful teachers and guides. But, so he is talking about these things. And he's like pointing out that sometimes you grow fast, you do good, you gain influence, you got a big channel, you got your own this, that, and the other. But if you're not in alignment with Gaia, you're in danger. You need to lose it. That doesn't mean you have to be just like we have to be like Jesus, but we don't have to match him perfectly. We have to be like him. He doesn't say, be my equal. He says, be like me. It's the same with me. I'm trying to set the example. And there's others like me. They don't all speak to the Twin Flame Collective, but they speak to a large collective. So he's not going to keep tolerating these hypocritical ways in his church. And that really goes for all of us. It's me too. I mean, I know that my edification right now, he told me, he said, the butter's not ready to go. And he spoke to me about it several times in the past 24 hours because, for one, I prayed for this edification. I wanted to get healthier, and I asked for help, and so he's helping me. And as soon as I asked for help, I got help in response right away. But also because this whole past, I think it's been 9 months now, I had to go on a fatty diet. Like if somebody had brain surgery, they might eat a diet like this, okay? I literally had some sort of spiritual major brain surgery that I was already well into before I realized what was happening. So that was pretty crazy. So I eat a lot of butter. And especially lately, I've just been eating butter, avocado, eggs, all kinds of stuff like that. So I know a lot of my edification right now has to do with my diet. But for some of you, it could be trimming the fat on your ministry, your teachings, your guidance, your affairs in general, getting your affairs in order, stuff like that. He's really serious about this. This is the time to do it. Some of you are trying to come into Twin Flame Union, but you spend all your time in your ministry. You spend all your time with these YouTube channels and stuff, and I've been telling people this for over 2-3 years now too. If you are a stumbling block or a blockage to the rest of the collective, or to like upper monad stuff, like what's going on in mine, he's going to eliminate you. It doesn't matter if you have 6,000 followers. It's going to start happening. It'll start in the spiritual first, and you may already notice it. And some of you might be led down a path. You might be thinking, oh, look, I'm growing. And oh, look, I got all these subscribers. Be careful. The enemy is trying to double down hardcore like never before to get his way and to win his souls and to use God's people, and just be very, very careful. I would recommend eliminating any occult stuff. So if you stick to my channel, I'll give you guidance on that. That's what I specialize in. I can do spiritual surgery on your ministry, on your channel, on your comment section. I can bless your skin. I can assist you with twin flame merge. I can edify. I can do a lot of things.
She can do anything.
Probably anything. But I can do a lot of things, very specialized, very sacred. Anything that sacred masculine feminines would need, I can bring, okay? So I'm going to be doing it anyway. And take advantage of it. That's all I'm saying. I'll try to post as much as I can and get things together. But I have to take care of my health. I have to do the exercise, and I have to tend to my own twin flame union. So put your intentions out there. Put your prayers out there. Show some love to the channel if you can. Subscribe if you're listening to this message. And look for more. This is the time to be edified, mindful, and heartfelt in your manifestation and your desires. So I'm getting blinded by the sun. So that is the message right now. That is the divine message overall. So much love. Bye.